Hey y'all, I'm back again with another Pokemon Challenge video. Pokemon Red with only Cubone nearly boned us, so this time I decided to try a Pokemon with a bit more oomph. I wanted to see if I could beat Pokemon Red using only one Electabuzz. As usual, the rules are I can only use Electabuzz in battle, and I can't use any items in battle. By the way, if you like this kind of content and want to see more, be sure to subscribe and check out more of the videos on my channel. Electabuzz has pretty decent stats, except for HP and defense. It's pretty fast though, so we probably get lots of critical hits during this run. The bad news is that the move pool is really limited. The earliest electric move we can learn we'll get from Lieutenant Surge. On top of that, Electabuzz only gets 4 different types of attacking moves, and not really any moves that can take advantage of badge boosts, so that's a real buzzkill. Off of Professor Oak's lab, I used the Universal Pokemon Randomizer to replace Squirtle with Electabuzz, so that our rival will pick Bulbasaur. Charizard and Blastoise are both weak to electric moves, so I figured Venusaur will be the most difficult. Grass resists electric moves after all, and Razor Leaf will crit us no matter what, so it's definitely more of a challenge. Especially in this run, when Electabuzz won't learn any good boosting moves to help take advantage of the badge boost mechanic. I nicknamed my Electabuzz Vote for Buzz, because if you want to Electabuzz, you gotta get out and vote. You suck! Electabuzz only starts off with Leer and Quick Attack, but even so, that's more than enough to handle the rival Bubs. 105 base speed means that Electabuzz has a decently high critical hit chance, so I go for 2 Leers and then Quick Attack. 2 defense drops equals the same damage as a critical hit, so there's no reason to go for more. Bulbasaur goes down easy peasy, so I go battle the rival again to gain some more experience before Brock. This time, I don't even bother going for Leers, since I'm at a higher level from grinding on trainers in Viridian Forest. I click Quick Attack, and his Pokemon go down pretty easy. Electabuzz actually has passable attacks, so this beginning part of the game is not that bad. I am worried going into Brock, since our only attack is resisted by his robust rock types. His Geodude likes to set up defense curls, so instead of going for Leer, I continuously use Quick Attack, hoping to get as many crits as possible. It takes a while, but eventually Geodude goes down, while we still have a decent amount of health left for Onix. Once the Stone Snake sneaks out, we alternate between Quick Attack and Leer. Quick Attack is used until Onix goes for Bide, at which point we stall for time by using Leer. Once Onix has -6 defense stages, our Quick Attacks do a decent little chunk, and it's pretty close, and I was really worried about this one, but surprisingly, we're able to make it through to the very end of the battle and beat Brock at only level 15, and even more so on our first try. It just goes to show the power of critical hits and speed stats in Gen 1. After picking up the TM for Mega Punch in Mount Moon, we go take on our rival Bubs in Cerulean City. Mega Punch would have been nice, but Dum Dum Magoo over here forgot to teach it before the battle. It's always tough to take out Pidgeotto without getting hit with sand attacks, but the good news is the accuracy drop does badge boost our attack, so it's not the end of the world to not have Mega Punch for this battle. Quick Attack is a 2-hit KO on most of his Pokemon, so even with several misses, Electabuzz is able to win the battle, albeit with very low health. After the rival Bubs, it's time to take on Misty. Misty's Water-type Pokemon normally wouldn't be a problem at all, if not for the fact that we somehow still don't have an electric move at our disposal. This time though, I remembered to teach Mega Punch to Electabuzz, and it really helps. 80 base power off of 83 base attack helps to slap around those silly starfish and earn us the Cascade badge. Aboard the SS Anne, we beat up some kids on vacation to get the TM for Body Slam, and teach it to Electabuzz. It's a strictly upgraded version of Mega Punch, so it should surprise nobody that this new move absolutely bodies his entire team. This battle would have been even easier if we had an electric move, but more on that very soon. First we have to rub an old man's back and then head to the gym. Now it's time to take on Lieutenant Surge and get ourselves not only the Tunda badge, but also the TM for Thunderbolt. Dear God, what am I doing? His Pokemon are frail, and we're a beefy Buzz, so it's 5 Body Slams and we win. Not a whole lot to say here. The rival battle in the Pokemon Tower in Lavender Town really shows off the power of Thunderbolt, which we just got from Lieutenant Surge. This is especially nice because normally Gyarados with Hydro Pump serves as a major roadblock at this point in the game. But thanks to Thunderbolt, it ain't nothing but a thing. His Pokemon all go down with basically no fight, and we even crit his Ivysaur just to add insult to injury. So after that rival battle, I had to take on Erica at the Celadon City Gym, and technically I should have gone to Saffron City at this point to get the TM for Psychic, and it would have been really great for her 2 poison types, but I didn't do that. So instead I just waltzed in and clicked Body Slam and let the bodies hit the floor. Giovanni in the Rocket Game Corner was a total pushover. When we can't use Thunderbolt, we just use Psychic. And either way, all of his Pokemon go down to a single hit. The dude was a glorified cutscene. Now it's off to take on Koga at the Fuchsia City Gym, and for this gym battle, Psychic is definitely required. Weezing's Self-Destruct does almost all of Electabuzz's health, so it's absolutely necessary to reach Weezing with basically full health. Psychic is able to one-shot the Coughings, and Muck usually isn't a problem, so this one's pretty consistent, but you gotta have Psychic. Now I'm off to the Sylph Company to take on, you guessed it, rival Bubs once again. Electabuzz continues to be a total beast, although it's still possible to lose this one. Pidgeot, Gyarados, and Growlithe all go down in one Thunderbolt, but Alakazam and Venusaur take multiple hits. Alakazam does big damage with Psybeam, and combined with Venusaur's Razor Leaf, it will actually get close to knocking out Electabuzz. We get a special drop on Venusaur with Psychic, which is one of the best things about using this move, since it happens about a third of the time. After beating Bubs, we have yet another cutscene with Giovanni, and it doesn't take much to knock out all of his Pokemon. Poor guy seriously just cannot catch a break. After winning the battle, we toss the Master Ball and head for Cinnabar Island. Once again, the quizzes in Blaine's gym are harder than the actual gym battle. His Fire-type Pokemon do a whole lot of nothing. When Thunderbolt doesn't outright one-hit KO his Pokemon, they waste their time by not actually doing anything. I guess technically Rapidash could Stunlock us with Fire Spin, and then Arcanine could finish us off with Fire Blast, but that doesn't happen. Now with the Badge Boosted Special from the Volcano Badge, the battle with Sabrina is nothing to write home about. I opt to use our special moves for this one, but it's also just as easy as if we were to use Body Slam instead. Alakazam is the only Pokemon that really threatens us, as a critical hit Psychic would be a huge problem, but she wastes time by going for other moves, and so we just knock her out in 2 hits. Now it's time for the final battle with Giovanni, and for once, his team actually stands a ghost of a chance to knock out Electabuzz. We don't knock out any of his Pokemon in a single hit with Psychic, and Dugtrio's Dig can actually do most of our health in a single hit. And Nidoking and Nidoqueen can then come out and finish off the last of our health, but luckily we get a critical hit on the Dugtrio, and have enough health left over to survive Horn Attack and Poison Sting to finish off the battle and win the gym badge. I think this is the first time we've ever had a Pokemon win every single gym battle on the first try. But that rival fight afterwards with Bubs is the first time in this run where we actually have any kind of struggle whatsoever. Pidgeot and Gyarados, as usual, are easy to knock out with Thunderbolt, and Alakazam does big damage with Psychic, and Venusaur will often follow up with Razor Leaf to knock us out. I actually have to try this one several times before we can get to the Venusaur and have it not go for Razor Leaf right away. Instead, it goes for Poison Powder when we're only at 29 health, giving us the chance to finish things up with a Psychic. With that, it's time to take on the Elite Four, and here are our stats. Thunderbolt and Psychic are actually really great coverage for the Elite Four, and Screech helps our Body Slams pack a real wallop. Unlike with Cubone, there's no need to try anything cheeky like Mimic. We can just head into the Elite Four and fight them head on. First up is Lorelei, and as you can imagine, this is the easiest of all the battles. Her Water-type Pokemon take massive damage from Thunderbolt, and Jinx goes down to a single Body Slam. After the absolute travesty that was trying to beat Lorelei with Cubone, having an easy battle with Electabuzz is such a breath of fresh air, like taking an icy Altoid. In fact, the only damage we take during this battle was from hitting ourselves in confusion. This battle with Lorelei was just like a redo of our Misty battle, and you see how much easier things were when we actually had an electric move. It should also probably go without saying, and surprise no one, that Electabuzz has all the tools it needs to take out Bruno as well, with relative ease. Like I mentioned before, Electabuzz actually has pretty good coverage for the Elite Four, since Psychic does incredible work to Bruno's entire team. Even a critical hit submission from Machamp isn't enough to take us out, so this battle really does go off without a hitch. Electabuzz makes his Machamp look like a Machamp, with a very unnecessary critical hit. It's always a good sign during your Elite Four run when you're losing more PP than HP. The good times keep a rollin' after Bruno with Agatha. All of her Pokemon are at least part Poison type, so Psychic is great here. Most of her Pokemon though have good special, so they won't go down in a single hit, but it really doesn't make much of a difference because for whatever reason, Agatha spends most of her time randomly switching her Pokemon in and out instead of actually attacking. It never ceases to amaze me that she is supposed to have smart AI. I'm pretty sure if you open up this game and look inside, you'll see the codes held together with duct tape. But honestly, I think that's one of the reasons why I love this game so much, and one of the reasons why I keep coming back to do these runs. Because if the game worked the way it was supposed to, there'd be no point to doing any of this, really. After beating Agatha, it's time to take on Lance, and this battle is actually a challenge. Gyarados goes down in one Thunderbolt, obviously, but after that it gets a little challenging. His Dragonair are able to survive Body Slam, even after having their defenses halved by Screech. When they miss Slam, it's great. When they hit Dragon Rage, it's bad, and when they hit Hyper Beam, it's awful. Once you get past the two Dragonair though, it's not over. Aerodactyl can also knock us out with Hyper Beam, and best case scenario, it misses a Supersonic. We got confused on this run, and it slowed things down a bit, but Electabuzz is able to tough it out and finish things off with a couple of Thunderbolts on his Dragonite. Normally during these runs, I have to mention that you're only seeing the successful battles, and I'm not showing all of the failed attempts, but for once, you're seeing the first attempt of the Elite Four. It's pretty crazy, honestly, that we've gotten this far with little to no trouble. Hopefully our luck doesn't run out now that we've reached the champion battle with Bubs. Pidgeot and Gyarados as usual are one-hit KOs with Thunderbolt, and Electabuzz is an absolute dawn and crits Body Slam on Alakazam for the one-hit KO. Rhydon survives Psychic, but it goes for Tail Whip to lower our defense, but this also badge boosts our attack and special as a tasty little bonus. With this boost, Thunderbolt becomes a 2-hit KO on the Arcanine, and we get a Paralysis to boot. We level up before Venusaur, which removes our badge boost to special, but our Psychic lands a critical hit for good measure, and Razor Leaf doesn't even do half of our health. We follow up with a Psychic, which lands another critical hit to finish off Venusaur and win the battle. And with that, the run is over. That was a super fun and enjoyable run, and it was great to use one of my favorite Pokemon from childhood. As always, I want to thank you for making it to the end of this video. These videos are a lot of fun, but also a lot of work, so I really do appreciate it. There's a playlist on my channel where you can find the rest of my Pokemon Challenge videos if you want to check those out as well. There's actually plenty at this point. Anyways, if you like this run, be sure to subscribe and enable notifications so you know right away the next time one of these episodes is uploaded. After doing a run with Electabuzz, I think it's only fair that we follow up with trying to beat Pokemon Red with only Magmar. It's basically just a slightly worse Fire-type version of Electabuzz, so it should be interesting. Let me know in the comments what other Pokemon you want to see, and I'll probably do it. Anyways, until next time,